a 1-2 every
That's
single time, but
because
that 1-2 was going like
yeah,
straight,
but
and she
what
was
a
already
man.
over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, it's okay.
But I
It's
know
okay.
where you're going with it. We can easily pick either of them apart, right? But the
Yeah.
thing is, I think a man that was trying to just be busy. I'm almost done, guys. Last question.
Yeah.
Last one, Clarissa Shields. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it.
You know, a rumor I heard. The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call.
Dreaming, 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 dreaming. I'm dreaming of. I'm dreaming of.
Hey, welcome.
I'm dreaming.
What's up, everybody? What's up, my peoples? What's up, my lifers? I appreciate y'all tuning in, rocking with your boy on Words on the Platter, where we speak life into one another and we edify each other. You heard? I'm your host, Nell Speaking Life, a.k.a. Nell's the Life Speaker, your neighborhood's neighborhood biggest hope dealer. Let's go. Hey, man, not even going to waste too much time talking. We in here. Tell your peoples, gather around, get your fake aunties, cousins, aunties, nephews, nieces, brothers, sister. Tell everybody come on in, man. Seriously, tell everybody come on in. Sit down. We got a good one for y'all today. Came with y'all with part one of the Clarissa Shields and Laila Ali extravaganza. Nah, seriously though. Part one, Layla broke down some things on how this whole beef with them started and where it's at. And she told us by part two, she was going to let us know if she was going to come out of retirement to fight Clarissa Shields. Y'all think she did it? Y'all think she's coming out? Well, we about to find out. I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching it with y'all, reacting with it with y'all straight up. But yeah, other than that, man, hey, let's get into it, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Let's go.
Just as I promised, I'm bringing you part two of Set the Record Straight. Now, if you haven't already watched part one, I suggest you go back and do so you'll understand why I needed to go to these lengths to lay the truth out once and for all. For years, I've been characterized as unsupportive, as being a hater, envious of her success, and as someone who disrespected her so badly. Now, in part one, I discussed the past, what was said from both of us on both sides. I showed the brunt of what came out of each of our mouths. Nothing was twisted, nothing was taken out of context, just the truth of what was said. I also showed how she even tried to use my father's name to discredit me. Pretty unthinkable. Hopefully, you went and watched the full versions of the clips I shared in part one, just as I suggested, because they're on YouTube. Now, I want to take just a second to thank those of you that left supportive comments. Even if you judge the situation wrongly and see the truth now, I understand how it may have seemed. Multiple people have reached out to me privately, sharing their experiences, and are so relieved that someone finally exposed the truth about how she operates. Now, I know you know my style by now, facts versus feelings. Like I said in part one, I'm not about the he say, she say. I've stayed focused on the exact allegations that were made against me, and I showed you the directly related receipts. Now, part two is about the present. She always repeats the same tactics, just in a new situation. We're dealing with the same person who plays the victim card, makes up lies, deliberately twists my words, and creates a false narrative. Look, she fooled the public before, so she feels like she could just keep it going. Now, before I get into part two, let me just remind you who we're talking about here.
Jump right to it since you brought her up. Laila Ali.
Always knew that.
Hey, before we go any further, check this out. Leave in the comments, y'all. Do any of y'all feel like, first of all, I think I can see that Laila Ali is calculated. She is very calculated, just like her father. She's doing the rope-a-dope on a different scale with Clarissa Shields, bro. Letting her do all she hasn't for the time that Clarissa Shields has been coming at Layla. Layla has not responded. Not in a true way. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really been giving it too much attention. But she was calculated. She waited till all the receipts were gathered, to Clarissa finished talking and contradicting herself and saying certain things and then saying she didn't. She waited for all that so she can hit. And this is why it's a knockout. It's a straight knockout. Like, she is smart. I need, hey, for if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you strategic, that's how you win your battles, man. That's how you win your battles, man. So, but leave in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation. Do y'all want to see them fight? I mean, it would be a good fight. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think it would be. But do y'all want to see a fight, or y'all think it should pass?
Layla wasn't intimidated by me, you know, and she may have not ever said nothing, but I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her. But I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her, because I have a better amateur background and now a better professional background. So I know that she always kind of felt a little threatened, but from when I first met her, I always knew that, she don't love boxing.
What does being the GOAT mean to you?
Of course, it got all the accomplishments and, all the belts and everything like that. But it also means, like, to me, just making a blueprint for the women that's coming up behind me, the original way.
There's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their with their modeling career, to be in a magazine or something. But I use boxing for boxing, and it promotes. And boxing is my
Clarissa
brand.
looking like Glorilla.
It's just like I'm not trying to use boxing to promote something else, to help me with something else.
I'm really building a blueprint where I can tell other girls, like, listen, if you do this, this is what can happen. Yeah. If you build your brand like this is the direction that it can go. If you build it like that, it can go this way. I feel like I just want to get, like, somehow, if it can be figured out, what is it that the brands look for in an athlete to where I get the $20 million payday to represent, one of these big brands or something like that. You have to have, like, I don't know if it's a certain look or a certain tone or a certain,
I think if you
story,
just continue to be you.
Of course, being like a great person, being a great role model. Marshall a bitch, that's it. She's a bitch, and she's gonna keep being one. She's a hater. She wish she was me. She wish she had the belts, the gold medals, and she don't want to be me. She wish she was black and everything. It's just sad.
Hey, she calculated, man. Hey, look, so yeah, you trying to get brand deals. This ain't how you do it. This ain't how you do it. You talk about building a brand and things like that. Yeah, you want to build a brand so that you can turn it into an empire. It's not just about the boxing, but now you can move on into other areas. Now you're the face of certain brands as an athlete. But if you notice, that's one thing they've been always hard on athletes about: your characteristic, your personality, how you carry yourself. They want to see all that. Are you in trouble? Are you always beefing with somebody? Or you know what I'm saying? Do you just say anything you want out of your mouth? Right here where she just said, you know, okay, one thing about being competitive, all right, it's one thing to be competitive and for her to say, oh, she's scared to box me. She didn't want to box me. She such and such, such and such. Even down to calling her a beat, that's kind of you don't have to do that. I know boxers and fighters, they take it to that extent. Okay. But not even on that. Why she had to bring up the fact that she's trying to be heard to the fact she's trying to be black. Now you bring in race into it. Like, these are sure ways of kind of getting canceled. So you got to be careful with that for one. But yeah, you saying that so freely, brands will look at that and say, you know what? They study you now. They don't just come at you just because you're scoring, because you're winning, because that starts to get them to look at you. But now they need to backtrack and do a background check. Look, go in there. Has she ever done this? Has she ever done that? Has she ever, you know what I'm saying? How does she talk? How does she carry herself? And they see that. Oh no, you know what, bro? She say anything she want out her mouth. That's gonna get our brand canceled. that's gonna get our brand looked at crazy because we supporting somebody that's being a racist or bicolor colorist or whatever you call them, but prejudice. You're showing that. So yeah, no, that's a sure way not to get picked up for a brand deal, man.
I tried to tell her in the past, brand deals don't come from pretending to be someone you're not. They come from character, integrity, and consistency.
They got
That's
to,
the
man.
work she
You
needs to
representing
do.
their brand.
So while she's tried to paint my success beyond the ring in a negative light, the truth is I've accomplished what I set out to do in the ring, and I moved on to build a life and a career using all of my other talents. Now she's acting as if she's an expert on how to build a brand, mentoring others on it as if she has all the answers, when in reality, she's still trying to figure it out for herself. And she's doing this because she wants to figure out how she needs to look, how she needs to act, how she needs to talk, who she needs to become in order to make some money and get some brand deals. Okay, let's get into this. She's decided to once again call me out with a $15 million challenge. She's using the same playbook as last time, taking something I said, twisting it, and turning it into a false story, then going on a PR campaign to promote it. Let's take a look at how this all came about. I recently co-hosted a historic women's boxing event on Netflix, the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano trilogy fight in Madison Square Garden. Millions of viewers tuned in, and there were great matchups on the undercard. Now, after the event, I did an impromptu interview to discuss the fighters and how electrifying the night was for women's boxing.
Both of the ladies have so much to be proud of. They're both great warriors. And this is a big night for women's boxing. And hopefully it's just the beginning.
And she threw a 1-2 every single time, but that 1-2 was going like straight, and she was already over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
But I know where you're going with it. We can easily pick either of them apart, right? But the thing is, I think Amanda was trying to just be busy. I'm almost done, guys. Last question.
Yeah. Last one at Clarissa Shield. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it.
You know what rumor I heard? The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna send us.
I said, unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight. But if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
Think about it.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, what I didn't find out until later was that the questions that I kindly answered were going to be turned into a calculated headline created for clickbait. Not the first time this has happened. Ever since I retired from the boxing ring, I've received offers to come back. Everything from exhibitions to fighting whoever I want and me naming my price. I've never really been just sitting around seriously trying to come back to boxing. I have a TV hosting career. I speak on stages around the globe. I have successful companies that I own. I'm a wife, a full-time mom. I'm raising teenagers. I'm busy and fulfilled. During that quick fight blog interview, I'm
about to say for Clarissa to think that that she would be willing to come out of all of that to box. Now she could come out and box one time and that'd be it, but 9 times out of 10, well, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but a good percentage would go to her feeling great. She has to get. She's in shape, but boxing training is a whole nother level. So she would have to get back in full competitive shape. She may get to the point where she does that, fights and likes it, and now she wants to keep going with it. But regardless of that, this woman has already proven her career, had a successful boxing career, has made money, tons of money, came out. She's got networks and shows she's dealing with, brand deals. Not to mention her family, kids. I don't know if she has grandkids or not, maybe not yet, but that's the type of life she's looking to live and enjoy and all that. To come back out to boxing because you want to box me because you're trying to prove something or your feelings are hurt. Nah, man. You know why? Because if I risk myself, for one, like she said, the money, 15, 20 million, will get me to think about it. That's a lot of money to get me to think about it. But if I go out there and risk my life, because I can easily get hurt, killed. Let's be real. We fighting, we throwing blows. She can end up in a situation like her father. You know what I'm saying? Taking too many blows to the head. She could this could just be that fight that would end the life that she had. So she has a lot on the line versus you, Clarissa. She has a lot to put on the line for this. So I respect it, man. I respect what she's saying.
The rumor that the interviewer brought up. He had his facts wrong, so I corrected him and I said I wasn't trying to make a comeback. But if somebody offered me $15 to $20 million, I would have to think about it. Who wouldn't? That's a lot of money. But saying that I would think about it and saying I would actually do it is not the same. Words matter. After he posts the video, he starts sending my business partner text messages, literally trying to negotiate a fight without my knowledge or consent, while at the same time my team was being inundated with a barrage of emails and text messages and calls from her team trying to make a fight. Now at this point, it started to feel like a money grab scheme. Next thing you know, about 6 days later or so, the same fight blog puts out the fake check video. You can go watch it on YouTube.
What's up, Layla? You trying to fight?
What she got going on?
I'm the bro. I bet 15 million up right now. Where you at? Speaking of goat, have you tried my new goat seasoning? It's knockout blends with spices and herbs.
I'm the goat.
Don't try to get quiet now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Have you guys seen my new cooking show? Episode 2 drops on Friday. Meet me in a ring. Honey, I already got one of those. You know what? I'll find somewhere else to fight. Who want a piece of me? Oh, my ears are ringing.
Hey, what y'all say?
That was hilarious when I saw it. And that's exactly what's been going on. And you know what? Rosie, that super talented young lady, is a comedian. You can go check out her Instagram page.
Dope.
Now, that was her perception of the situation. She's actually a fan of both of us. You can go to her page and see that. She wasn't taking sides. She's just doing a funny reenactment of what she perceives to be going on. And this is exactly why it's so important to me that we carry ourselves in a respectable manner, because young girls are always watching us. So while all of this foolishness was going on, I was overseas on summer vacation with my family. She was once again calling me out, twisting the story of what I said on the fight blog. Then she says it was another golden opportunity.
I was very shocked to still see her even speak of me, speak of me, speak of me.
There goes the twist. I did not speak of her or mention her in that interview.
I've been let that dream go of fighting her a long, long time ago. But when I seen that, I'm like, you know what? Another golden opportunity to make a fight with me and Laila Ali. Got it? If she want 15 million, we got 15 million. Take this 15 million and come get your ass whooped.
Do you think she even wants to fight you, or do you think that she just threw that number out there just to save face?
In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out, but it was like, it's better if she just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better if she say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, you know, be on that high and mighty high horse that she's always on, and stay on that. When you get off that high horse and now you realize that you're normal, because you are, she wants to try to make.
You know what's sad, bro? What's sad is already from what we've seen in what Layla showed receipts on how she helped Clarissa Shield kind of boosted her career. She was already a boxer. She was already talented. She was already coached. So Layla didn't do that, but it was more or less she helped her get out there. She helped her name get out there by doing different interviews and talking about her on different shows. This is back when Clarissa was amateur, right? So she helped. Not saying that Clarissa wouldn't have got out there to the level she's at, but you have to, humble beginners, you got to remember where you came from and what would you be without a certain person. As even if you think what she did for you, Clarissa, was small, which it wasn't, it really wasn't. If you subtract her from that whole equation, that she never came into your life and did what she did, it's a possibility you would not be where you at today. A strong possibility. And she gave you the sauce on, building your brand. You even said that. So would you be where you at without her? Mm. And let's think about another thing. She looked up to Laila Ali when she was younger. I don't know what the age difference is between them, but I know she was at least a kid when when Laila Ali was out boxing. So it's like, this is somebody you looked up to. You probably watched, imitated, probably even, mimicked her, or a lot of your aspirations probably came from her being who she was. Not just her father, but her being a fighter too, and a successful one. So to say what you're saying right now is just it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You putting words out your mouth as if none of that meant anything, and that's what people can't respect, man.
It still seems like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing.
Oh my gosh. I didn't mention her. I clearly said relevant. I wasn't interested in making a comeback, okay? But she's out here running her own storyline once again. It was never gonna stop. Let me just say this. There is no way in my prime, with all the accolades, that I'd be trying to prove that I'm the greatest by being obsessed with fighting a nearly 48-year-old retired fighter who's been out the ring almost 20 years,
48.
while in the same breath claiming that she's irrelevant and she's untalented, while simultaneously coming up with $15 million for her within a matter of about 6 days. Please make it make sense. So she continues on her one-woman show, proceeding to try to bait me out of retirement. She's on social saying that she's the greatest now and she's gonna put me on my back. She's going on national shows spewing her usual narrative and saying that I said that if she came up with 15 million, I'd return to boxing.
You come out and say, oh, the rumor I heard is if Clarissa got 15, 20 million, then I got your 15 million. Now what?
You call it a bluff. You called a bluff, Clarissa.
Yeah, and we are still waiting to hear a response.
What would you be proving by fighting and ultimately beating her if you went in there with her?
Just be proving to her that I'm a better fighter than her. That's all that really matters to me.
Do you realize?
What happens if you lose, though? Have you thought about that, Quote? What happens if you lose? That woman almost 50 years old. I'm guessing you are maybe late 20s, early 30s. I'm not sure. Matter of fact, I might have to look up. Let's see. Clarissa is 30 years old, exactly 30 years old, right? That woman she says she's 48, I think, or nearly 48 or something, she says. So she's either 47, talking about Layla, she's either 47 or 48. That's 17, 18 years difference. Almost 20 years difference, bro. You talking this crap about her coming out. If she came out, fought you, and you lost, what are you saying? If she lost, bruh, that ain't her. That's not hurting her at all, because she's not the one chasing a boxing career and trying to remain on top. She finished her career on high. So if she lost, it would be like, bro, I'm almost 50 years old. I got in the ring with her. I got in the ring with somebody young and talented on the top of her game. But what if she win, though? What's the narrative gonna be then? Bro.
Now that this girl has been shadow boxing this whole time, I'm not in this with her. She has something to prove, not me. This is in her head.
It's about the disrespect that she gives toward me. And I worked my butt off to get to where I am without having a famous father to get to where I am and to raise the bar for women's boxing. That's my issue with her. And if we were to fight each other in our primes, I would have still won. I would have knocked her out.
Yes, that's Muhammad Ali's daughter, but Layla can fight, bro. Have you not watched her fights? Her being Muhammad Ali's daughter did not make her win fights. Even if it got her to fights, it didn't make her win fights, bro. What are you saying? People just be talking out the side of their mouth, man, the side of their head, bruh, because they want to prove a point or they want. That made no sense, Clarissa. And I rock with you. I ain't gonna lie. You talented. I got no beef with you. But this right here, you looking bad. You looking bad, baby. You looking bad. I'm sorry. That had nothing to do with anything. That girl could fight. Her fights prove it. Ain't nobody laying down in the ring because that's Muhammad Ali's daughter. They was fighting, and they lost. Her record proves that. You sound stupid.
That everyone knows this woman has not been able to bust a grape up until now. It's actually hilarious to hear her talk about knocking me out. She'd be better off saying she'd outbox me or she'd run me out the ring or something like that.
Layla.
But knock me out? Imagine that. No, really. Imagine that. Look, I get it. She's obsessed with my knockout percentage. But at this point, she needs to stop promising these knockouts and focus on her own strengths because that's not one of them. And that's okay. So I ignored her PR stunts the same way I always have. They never got a response from me regarding a fight. So then she decides to throw a couple more lies into the story.
Hey Clarissa, how you doing today?
Laila and her representatives has told us no. Like the answer is no. She doesn't want to fight, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that she's scared. I'm moving on with my career, and I'm happy that she said no. I really didn't want to have to put the pause on her anyway. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. But I'm Clarissa Shields, and right now it's my time, and she wants to keep her name connected to mine to keep, you know, selling whatever she's selling.
You know, clout thing, using your name.
It's absolutely clout.
Do you think she's scared to fight you?
Laila is scared to fight me, and I would be scared to fight me too. I get it.
Now she knows I'm not afraid of her. Nobody is. AB fights at 130 pounds, and she was willing to face her. Franchon gave her a tough fight and has been calling her out ever since. She's 1-1 with Marshall, who's eager for a rematch. Gabriel's dropped her and has been calling her out too. Shadeja Green would be a great matchup, and she's on her hit list. Even MMA champion Chris Cyborg wants to step into the boxing ring to face her. 54-year-old Chevelle Hallback has been issuing challenges. 54. Nobody is scared of her.
We're in a generation now where the women fight each other.
Yeah.
We don't duck each other. And back in her generation, that's all she did. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's y'all champion.
Oh, but later that's...
All right, you said she ducking the smoke. If what Laila is saying is ticketed and these people want to fight you, what you doing, Gwoat? What you doing? Answer these calls first before you want to come at her. That's not even boxing. Answer those calls first. Make them scared to fight you. Make them rethink it. They all calling like, yo, let's go. Nah, man. They ain't a champ. That's not a true champ.
Same day, wearing that same outfit.
Tyson
she
used
says
to be like, yo, what's up? Let's go.
She hasn't responded. And I feel like the answer is like a no.
All right, I know the lies. She never got an answer. And I know they wanted to create this narrative that I was scared and she lost track of her message points for the day. She says I've been using her name to stay relevant because she's popping and I just want to keep my name attached to hers.
Laila Ali. 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 Laila Ali is Laila Ali. Laila Ali. And Laila Ali. Laila Ali.
Hey, that's crazy because on the last segment, Clarissa Shields had said that Laila can't keep her name out her mouth, but she just went to like almost 100 clips on you of you saying her name. So make it make sense, my girl. Like what we talking about?
Laila is Laila. Me and Laila had Laila Ali.
And I didn't respond to her stunts at all. Y'all know? Now you heard her say out her own mouth she was moving on, that I was irrelevant. She didn't need me. She had so much going on, so many fights, so much money to be made. And I thought, great. But here she comes again.
Laila is first on my list. That's what I want first. Okay. Me and Laila has had some back and forth for some years now. And to me, there is no question about who the greatest woman of all time is. It's me.
It's you say. Age difference, obviously. 17 years in boxing is a significant age difference.
I think even Laila Ali in her prime couldn't beat me in the fight.
Of course you would say that now.
I think that I think that she is great. She is great. You know, I think that she can fight. She's a bigger woman than me. She's taller. As you see, she's 5'11". I'm 5'8", 5'9". And she has, I mean, it say 24-0, but her record is 24-0, 21 knockouts, I believe. My record is 17-0 with, I think, 3 knockouts. Listen, Layla, it's not no hard feelings. I just want to know who the best is. And the only way to figure out who the best is to fight. We ain't got to keep talking. You don't have to keep.
Now, let me put this in perspective. This was before she lost the hope that I might fight her. So she tried to speak more respectfully and polished, and she did what her team told her. But then 2 months later, the mask came off again.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen.
Did she turn the money down?
She did. Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Layla can rumble.
She can't rumble like Ann Wolf. I said who's the best from that era. Ann Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Layla oh so pretty ass out. Layla oh so pretty ass out. That's the truth.
Now that was the real her. I've never been concerned with who was regarded as the best or the greatest or who had the most accolades or titles. I really haven't.
You've competed on so many high levels. What's it feel like to be an undefeated champ?
It feels good. I mean, anytime I think you work hard at your skill, you guys know how that is.
Absolutely.
And to be able to reach that level, you know, that peak of being one of the best, it's an amazing feeling. So,
or the best.
Yeah.
Or the best.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm happy just being one of. My father always said he was the best. That wasn't really my thing. My thing is I want to be the best in my weight class. I want to be undefeated, and I want to be a world champion. And those things I attain. So call it what you want to.
Amen.
So, yeah. I will say, becoming a WBC champion, like my father and so many greats before him, was an accomplishment that I will always be proud of. Every female fighter who wins a WBC title receives her belt with my face displayed on it. Now that truly is something special to me. So, did her plan work? Did she make me mad enough to come out of retirement after 18 years and start training again to make her dream of fighting me and having a big payday courtesy of Laila Ali come true? Absolutely not. After years of blatant lies and vile disrespect, making unsolicited negative remarks about me, questioning the legitimacy of my boxing legacy, and having the audacity to cross the line by disrespecting my deceased father, trying to use his name to discredit his daughter.
Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
She will not be rewarded with the opportunity to share the ring with me or anything else. There's your answer. When I was still active, I held boxing in.
Hey, well, we got the answer, y'all. She says she's not coming back. Oh, I wish I had the sound. Oh, I know that's something some of y'all, a lot of y'all, me definitely wanted to see that fight, but I respect it. I respect it. That woman got a lot to lose, you know what I'm saying, to come out of retirement and put herself in that type of physical harm, you know. So even though I think she could definitely contend with her, possibly beat her, but we just have to speculate. We never will know now at this point, unless she changed her mind later. But yeah, she came out with it, man, and said she's not gonna fight. And I get it, man. She, you know, even with, because Clarissa definitely would look to gain from this, and the way she's talked about her, disrespected her, even down to her family. Yeah, I get it. Why would I want to put money and publicity in your pocket after what you did? So, hey, she calculated, bruh. Kudos, hats off, hats tipped to you, Layla. You know what I'm saying? Keep being the queen that you are. Let me see if she's saying anything else before we get out of here.
In the highest regard. It's what I did full time. I put all of my energy and focus into it. I wasn't distracted, trying to do a little of this and a little of that. I was locked in, dedicated, disciplined, mastering my craft. I had the best of the best. Excellent trainers, including Buddy McGirt, Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Sr., who all held me to a very high standard.
I didn't know that.
Boxing is in my DNA, and it will always be my first love. Now, after all this she's put me through, I would never partner or collaborate with her on anything. Now, I've seen some comments from people saying, she's been so quiet, ever since I put out part 1. Maybe she's finally going to take some responsibility and try to do better. But in reality, she's been running her same predictable playbook, misleading and deceiving the public. Her team has been busy trying to clean up the mess she's made over these years. They're literally running paid online ads with old footage of her signing her first contract and touting the Bible. Will she be taking any responsibility for her actions or just keep pretending?
Right.
The bottom line is, she crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. She showed me and the world who she really is. And like Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Now, just as I told her many years ago when she reached out to me for advice and I gave it to her freely, I encouraged her to build a brand on integrity and respect and surround herself with good people.
Laila Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust, Laila Ali.
As a boxer, I was unapologetically confident and I believed I couldn't be beaten. And I proved it every time I stepped into the ring. As an entrepreneur, I've consistently carried that same mindset forward through the brand and the businesses that I've built from the ground up. Let's get real laser focused for a moment. It all started back in 2018 when I went on The Breakfast Club to promote my cookbook. Her record was 8-0 with 2 knockouts.
Going back to
now remember
what happened originally to start this. And if you want to catch all that, you could definitely catch all that on, you can see it in my video, which the one I have before this, part 1, breaks all that down. Hey, man, what y'all think? Y'all mad? Y'all happy? Y'all mad or no? That they not going to fight? This fight's not going to happen. I think it would have been great for women's boxing, man. It would have been great for the sport, period. But definitely women's boxing, even if, Laila just came out for this one fight and went and put the gloves back up, it still would have been, I would have been tuned in. It would have definitely put some numbers up on the board, you know what I'm saying? And it might have got some more, just some more exposure for people looking that way, being that Clarissa would be fighting her, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, I don't know how many of y'all stay tuned, but I don't. I keep up with, like, if she lost a fight or won a fight, but if a fight happens that Clarissa does, I'm not like, oh, I got to watch it. I got to tune in. But I would for that Laila fight, though. I would definitely tune in. You know what I'm saying? But that's all we got for y'all, man. Leave y'all comments, please, on what y'all think about this, man. Did y'all want to see this fight? Are y'all happy it's not happening? Personally, I would love to see the fight, but I'm happy that Laila's not putting her situation, her life at jeopardy, for some nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? But the competitive person, the sports person would have loved to see it of me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with it, man. But leave in the comments, let me know what y'all think, man. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me with another banger. Man, I'll be back with more. Thanks for tuning in to Words on the Platter, where we speak life into each other and we edify one another, And I'm your host, Nell Speaking Life, a.k.a. Nell's the Life Speaker, your neighborhood's neighborhood biggest hope dealer. Let's go.